Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Vivo V15. So guys, in this video I'll be just talking about the important tips and tricks. If you want to know about all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on best features. Link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I want to show you how you can use split screen mode and what's new with it. So even on the previous phones we had split screen mode, and to use that we have a gesture. So just in case, I'm going to show you what to do. We have a gesture and it's enabled by default, but make sure you go to settings and then select smart split, then select the second option, manual split screen, and make sure this toggle is enabled. Now if this toggle is enabled, you can select any application or any compatible application and swipe down using 3 fingers to open that application in a split screen mode. Now you can select the second application from the list over here, or else on this phone you can go to the home screen and then select any application from the home screen. So on previous Vivo phones or Vivo phones running previous One Touch OS, split screen mode was supported only for few applications, but on this phone it supports all the applications, or at least most of them. So as I've said, if you want to use split screen mode, just swipe down using 3 fingers and it is as simple as that. Now going on next, I'll show you how you can make apps go full screen. Now by default all the apps are optimized to go full screen, but there are applications like games and stuff which do not go full screen by default. Now as you can see, when I open this game we get this option on the right side to make it go full screen, and just in case if you can't find that option, you need to go to settings, then select display settings, and then scroll to the bottom and select third party app display ratio. Now enable this toggle for the application that you want to go full screen. So once you do that and open the application again, that application will go full screen. Now for another very quick tip, while watching videos on YouTube, you can do a pin gesture to go full screen. This is something you can do on most phones these days, especially with the new aspect ratio. Next, I'll show you how to enable navigation gestures. Now if you're bored with these navigation keys, you can go to settings, select system navigation, and select navigation gestures. Now once you do that, navigation bar is hidden and you get 3 buttons at the bottom, or indicators. Now you can swipe from the right side to go back, swipe from the center to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps, and swipe from the left side for control center. So these are all your notification toggles, brightness slider, and sound slider. Next we have a feature called short refocus on your camera. So if you want to take a portrait shot of a human subject, you can simply do this and take a portrait shot. But if you want to take a portrait shot of an object, say like this cup, you have a dedicated mode called short refocus. So just enable this toggle, and now you can select your subject, and you can also change the amount of background blur effect before taking a picture. So let me just put it over here. Now I'm going to select this as the subject, and I can also change the aperture, that is the amount of background blur effect I want, and I'll take a picture. Now once you take a picture in this mode, you can go to the gallery application and you get an option over here called bokeh. Now click it. Now from here you can change your focus point and the amount of background blur effect you want. So I can select the bottle as the focus point and then reduce the blur effect or increase it once again. So this is something you should definitely try with objects. Next we have some camera shortcuts and gestures. So to enable them, go to settings over here and enable the first one, that's touch. And once you do that, you can touch the preview window to take a picture. Next we have voice. So once you enable it, you can say cheese to take a picture. Next we have palm gesture, which works really well while taking selfies. So I can simply show my palm to take a picture in 3 seconds. There you go, once again. So that's the palm gesture. Now going on next, this phone comes with a dedicated button on the left side and it's called smart button, and you can configure it from settings. So to configure it, go to settings, then select Jovi, and then select smart button. Now from here you can change settings for single click, double click, and long press. So these are the default settings. You can do a single click for Google Assistant. How's the weather? It works really well. Next we have double click, which simply tries to read what's on your screen and give you some search results. So I'm going to do a double tap now. So that's image recognition, and results are always pretty bad. It's probably in beta. You can always search it to Google Assistant visual snapshot. So I can do that again and we get better results. Finally we have long press. Once again you can touch and hold or press and hold the button to trigger Google Assistant. Now if you don't like these settings, or if you want to completely disable them, you can do it from here. Now going on next, if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, scroll to the bottom, select system app settings, now select phone, then select record settings. Now select record all calls automatically. Once you do that, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now going on next, if you want to change your default browser, default launcher, or default messaging application, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then scroll down a bit and select more settings. Now select permission management, then select default app settings. Now from here you can change your default browser, default launcher, default music player and so on. For now I'm going to just change the browser to Chrome, video player to videos I guess. Camera application there's only one. I can even change the email application to Google or Gmail. So from here we can change your default messaging application, email application, home launcher and so on. Now going on next, I'll show you how you can take screenshots on this phone. Now on any Android phone, if you want to take a screenshot, you can simply press and hold the volume down and power button both at the same time and your phone will take a screenshot. Now on this phone, you also have a gesture for that. You can swipe up using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. It works literally everywhere and it is super simple. Now going on next, if you want to take a longer screenshot, maybe a screenshot of this application, first you need to take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the gesture. I am lazy, so I'm going to use the gestures. And now click long screenshot. Once you do that, you get these buttons on the right side. Now click next to scroll a bit and then you can do it again and again. And once you're satisfied, you can click save to take a long screenshot. And here's a quick preview of the longer screenshot. You can find that picture in the gallery. Now going on next, if you want to do a bit more with your screenshots, maybe doodle them, or if you want to even record your screen, this phone has a feature called Super Screenshot. To access it, swipe on the button and select S Capture. Now once you do that, we get all these options. Just give them a try. Here's a quick preview. So there you go, that's a doodle. You can take a screenshot of that portion of the screen as well. There you go. Now going on next, this phone has an awesome feature called Super Saver mode, which improves your standby time a lot. So to enable it, you can go to the notification toggle, swipe to the left side and enable Super Saver. Now once you enable this mode, you will be given access to only 4 applications. That's your clock, contacts, messages and phone dialer. And besides that, you can't do anything else on your phone. You can't even take pictures. So if you use your phone in this mode, you will have drastically better battery life. Let's say you have just 5% of battery and you don't want your phone to die for maybe 1 or 2 hours. You can enable this mode and your phone will stay much longer. Now for some very quick tips, go to settings and then select status bar and notification. Now if you're like me who hates banner notifications, those notifications which pop up over here, you can select top preview style and disable it from here. This is one of the few phones that give you this option. Next, if you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar or if you want to hide it, you can change it from here. And finally, if you want to display the network usage on the status bar, enable this toggle. Once you do that, you can see the network speed or network usage over here. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Vivo V15. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.